Hi guys, in this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I'm gonna be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1987 series. Currently we are on Season 2, Episode 2, The Incredible Shrinking Turtles. And I guess this is the episode that one episode from the 2003 series was a reference to. I'm talking about the Incredible Shrinking Sterling episode from Back to the Sewers, which was the 7th season of the 2003 series. And yeah, I'm decently excited, I guess, to get into it because the first episode of season 2 was actually more entertaining than I think the final 3 episodes of the first season. At least in the reaction as I was watching it, it kind of came off a little bit more entertaining. It's definitely less memorable because I reacted to it like a couple of days ago and I already don't really remember anything about it, whereas I remember at least a couple of things about the previous couple of episodes. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we're gonna get have some fun time with this episode, and if we don't, well, it's fine. We still have like 200 episodes of this show, I think, or maybe, I don't know, a lot of episodes, especially for season 3, which is like 46 episodes. God, that's gonna take a while. But yeah, as usual, before we get into the reaction though, I do want to remind you that you can get a full-on version of this reaction over on my Patreon and Coffee account, where by subscribing to the specific tier I've created for it, you get access to all of my full-length cartoon reactions. Alternatively, you can also go at the higher tier, which will also, in addition to the cartoon full-length reactions, give you access to the full-length reactions for movies that are not associated with a series that I'm covering, and also will give you access to the live-action TV series that I cover on the channel. So, yeah, whichever tier you want to go for is completely up to you. You can also just stick with the YouTube reactions. You decide. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this second episode, The Incredible Shrinking Turtles, in 3, 2, 1. I'm definitely not gonna get sick of listening to this theme song, that's for sure. It's still kind of too retro for me to really like it, but it's a catchy song, you know? Wait, why are the turtles in the fucking jungle?
And you'll be pushing up daisies if we don't improve our jungle fighting techniques. Shredder could show up anytime, any place.
Man, Leonardo, you are such a downer.
That didn't sound like Leonardo. At least the voice sounded completely different from what we got in the first season. Okay, that sounded more like him.
The Eye of Sarnoth. You must find the 3 fragments of the Eye of Sarnoth.
Fragments?
3 pieces of my ship fell to the earth. When they are joined, the possessor will have power undreamed of in your
Why are you expositioning all of this to us? Just die already.
Power. I like the sound of that.
Are you suggesting that we go climbing through that garbage?
Hey, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
True, but how come that someone's always got to be us?
Because you're the main characters.
Does that answer your question?
Okay, guys, last one in is the rotten tomato.
Ugh.
Innocent fools, as usual, they're in over their heads.
Look, guys, jackpot!
If you don't mind, I'll take that. See if you can handle me, Shredder. Mere child's play. Watch.
Oh, come on!
Net results, 4 trapped turtles. I made it funny. Now to
I made it funny.
So much for the free ninja lesson. I have won this fragment in clean combat.
You mean dirty combat?
He used his environment, something that I've been told you will do in the future.
Like Mondo Beyond-o. Well, an unexpected power. It's Shredder. He's getting bigger.
Wrong, Leonardo. We're getting smaller.
We made it.
Oh, thanks a lot, fella.
Cheer up, turtles. At least things can't get any worse.
Don't say that.
Scope that out. A watering truck. Head for the highway.
Remember, we're turtles. We're at home under the water.
Just keep telling me that.
You have given me nothing but empty promises.
But Krang, I have destroyed the turtles as you are.
Why is he now working for Krang?
Where is your proof?
Like all of a sudden he gave him a body and now he has to work for him. Why?
Talk is
Also, Shredder would never do that.
evidence.
Is my word not good enough?
Since when is Shredder the lackey of the actual bad guy?
Oh,
Perhaps I have underestimated your evil abilities after all.
my thoughts exactly.
What have you to say now, mini mutant?
You'll never get away with this, Krang. Well, gotta admit, it sounded good.
And now, Krang, for your viewing pleasure, you shall witness the final agonizing moment of the turtles' demise.
Splendid! Let the show begin. If I had hands, they'd be sweating in anticipation.
Can't we discuss this like human beings?
Nice try, Donatello.
Honestly, that was just funny because of that voice actor playing Donatello in 2012 series.
Yes, Shredder. Your old sensei has
Ooh, are we gonna have a rematch?
you lesson.
Also, wait, what did he say? That he was Shredder's sensei? But they looked the same age at best. Like, Splinter didn't look older than the Shredder.
I can't believe it. You're so tiny.
Look, April, this is no time for small talk.
Quick, aim that crystal at us. A second jolt might reverse the
Okay, that was a good one.
You mean bigger? Well, we can't get much smaller, Einstein.
It's worth a try.
Advantage, Shredder! It's useless to struggle against the Shredder grip of steel.
Quick, April, turn on the beam.
It stopped while I have just started. The crystal! You may have won this time, Splinter, but I still have this!
Quickly, Master, this way.
Till the next time, Turtles, au revoir!
He's getting away with the crystal. We must stop him.
Probably you shouldn't, because last time you tried to fight him when he had the crystal, you shrunk.
I had them specially made for my small students to remind them they still have a long way to grow.
Okay, that laugh kind of came off a little more evil than they probably intended it to be. But yeah, okay episode, honestly. Concept, pretty cool. I enjoyed the shenanigans that the turtles went through. A little bit repetitive with the same washed away by the water kind of shtick. I wish we had more exploration of that kind of stuff. Maybe something more akin to like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Which is, by the way, a cool movie that I might fucking react to at some point. Because I remember watching it as a kid, but I haven't seen it ever. At least in the last like 15 years probably, so could be fun experience to do, but yeah, at some point in the future. But yeah, not really too much to say about this one. It is just a kind of like a lame filler-ish episode with a decent concept. Not the worst thing I've seen, not the most annoying episode, but definitely not the best. Some cool things here and there, like I like the battles a little bit between the Shredder and the Turtles, and then the Shredder and Splinter. That was kind of interesting, and at least it was a little bit more extended than anything we've seen until this point, but it's nothing really that crazy. And again, I gotta keep in mind that I cannot compare it to the 2003 and 2012 and Rise series in terms of its action, but yeah. Even the plot wasn't that entertaining. And I don't know if it comes through in my reactions or not, but I sometimes really struggle to stay awake. Or at least watching this show definitely makes me kind of sleepy. That's how kind of uninteresting it is. But I've committed to doing this, and I will do it because I want to get the full picture of the show and what it is, so I can make an educated opinion and have the right to say that this show is not good whenever I'm trying to make an argument about why the 2003 series is the best or the 2012 is the best or whatever. And also, we're eventually gonna get to the Red Sky arc, which people decry, but it is good from what I've heard, so yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.7 maybe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 6.7 out of 10. Decently entertaining episode, but definitely could have done more with it. Even at the era that this show comes from, I still feel like they could have done more, because like I said, it's just that sequence of the turtles getting washed away by the water just was a little bit too repetitive. They could have done more with the turtles are shrinking kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think about this episode? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and August Dice. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything, and that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you want to enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!